I don't know how scissors big or small over here. What do you mean? Oh, not good. So I got it. Might have gotten. Yeah, so you don't have like a big. Who's an Eleanor? Eleanor has decided not to be my dog right now. I don't know what's going on. You sure seem sad.
And so I think just as fellow citizens, we've got to try to hang in there a little longer so we can get some sense of a better sense of control, some sense of a downward slope, which we just do not see right now, especially when you take out the New York data. The rest of the country is upwards.
And weren't the president just seemed determined to let these states do what they want? As we know, more than 30 states are loosening, are opening up at a different pace. But he does seem determined to let this run its course, to let them do what they think is right.
Oh man. Okay, let's see what happens here. Volume.
It's not a fair fight.
Why is there an ad for everything? You can't just watch something. I'm such a hypocrite. Never mind.
Beginning on this day,
11th hour.
1205 of the Trump administration, 110 days to go until our next presidential election. And let's set the scene first tonight. Today, the president welcomed Republican members of Congress
I'll cut that out.
in the state dining room. The president was seated directly in front of I feel about tests. This is going to go away without a vaccine, and we're not going to see it again. And that is not true. As we go into this weekend with close to 80,000 dead in this country, this is not just going to go away. And from that same room, the president went on to say, some people don't want our country to come back for political reasons. Then he said, quote, the real people, and he defined the real people as those who want this country to be great and
The real
great
white
again.
people,
They want to
apparently.
get back, as he puts it. More on the president's comments in moments, but as we delve back into the real world now, we tested 300,000 people today in our country of 327 million, give or take. And the death toll tonight stands at 77,974. The state of Georgia, the first state to undergo a so-called reopening, is currently seeing a 40% spike in coronavirus cases. This is the weekend, remember, so many states are poised to relax restrictions. Part of the president's campaign to reopen the country during an active pandemic. And on a day when we learned of a second positive case in the president's circle in the West Wing of the White House. More on that in a moment. But first, here just for...
I think some people don't want it really to come back for political reasons, which is sick. We're going to have embers, we're going to have fires, we're going to have things to put out, and we'll put them out. We learned a lot, you know, things that we had no idea 2 months ago. We've learned a lot over the
He never
last
does.
couple of months, and we're going to do a job like nobody's seen before. I feel about vaccines like I feel about tests. This is going to go away sometime in the fall, and you'll have flare-ups, maybe, maybe not. But according to what a lot of people say you probably will, we'll be able to put them out.
And now to the damage that is behind the drive to come back. The virus has already wiped out a decade of job gains. We're now in the throes of the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. Labor Department says more than 20 million people lost their jobs in April. That's just 1 month in U.S. history. Unemployment rate has soared to 14.7%, the worst since 1933 when it reached 25. Just this morning, the president predicted a swift rebound.
Those jobs will all be back, and they'll be back very soon. And next year, we're going to have a phenomenal year.
That view is not shared by a lot of economists. As we mentioned, there is another case of corruption within the Trump inner circle. The press secretary for Mike Pence, Katie Miller, today confirmed she policy.
Tested positive 1 day after being tested negative.
For COVID-19. Just yesterday, we learned.
Remember I told you, like, I got tested the whole time, but then we've been out so many times? getting tested doesn't matter. You could be negative now and then you'd be positive later this afternoon. You get in contact with somebody. Why does he get to have, him and his staff get to have like 800,000 tests before they do anything, and people are out there struggling? Every test that Mike Pence took should have been for a frontline healthcare worker, frontline EMS, fire, somebody. They are just, they're the worst example. I can't hear it. But I can't hear that. Exactly what so many municipalities would very much like to be able to do. Keep in mind, only roughly 2.5% of all. I mean, how many tests do they get? They do 5 a day, 1 an hour.
Just as many as they need, as many as they think is necessary.
I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it would make a lot of sense for one to think the people that have been most affected are the people in economic hardship anyway, minorities, which is kind of humorous. Hey, don't do that, Eleanor. I don't know why we call them minorities anymore, because it sounds pejorative, and I don't even think we are the majority anymore anyway. Which I'm fine with.
No!
She's trying to get there's the poo's there though. She's gonna play with it with the poo, like a monkey. Trump goes without mask at World War II veterans event. They've been comparing the number of deaths to the number of deaths at Vietnam, and so he went to a showing at the Vietnam Memorial without wearing any sort of mask or protective gear. I mean, are you just giving everybody the finger for the last decade? I mean, the last century. Jeez.
Files also show that after the AP reported Thursday the guidance document had been buried, Trump administration ordered key parts of it to be fast-tracked for approval. Our own network has not seen these emails, has not confirmed the AP story. As we mentioned, most states will be reopening in some form or fashion this coming weekend. As for New York, the epicenter of the
Good girl! You made it. You were in timeout.
And then she would be the one that would put herself, like, she'd be so mad about what's happening. She's like, I'm gonna go in timeout. Just,
you know, timeout is a good idea because,
hey, I think more grown-ups should be able to go, you know what? We need a big timeout.
Because anytime I watch the mom do it,
Yeah.
I guess it's different from
Now back to the latest with the
Yeah.
Associated Press.
Where are you, Eleanor? What there? How'd you get back there, honey? What are you doing? Where's Eleanor?
What? She's hiding behind that plastic thing that's scratchy on that side that she didn't
Trying
realize.
to get out, she can't.
I don't think that's it. I think that might be it on the bottom. That was more like art pages.
The first Postmaster General in 2 decades who did not rise through the agency's.
I mean, I drew
Oh, yeah, that's it.
How
2020.
many questions does
Yeah.
this raise? And concerns.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, here's Sarah again.
Really? Excuse me. This is funny. Okay, so, yeah, take it out. Take it out.
Spicy?
It was a spicy day. I need something else on this.
This is my book.
What book?
I'm reading the Devil book.
Oh, yeah. That we listened to on the... Okay. Oh, trip.
Look, scissors.
It really is like...
Look what I found.
Oh,
Holy
jeez.
shit, baby.
What? It really is... Oh, my God! Give me that! Oh, man. We've been looking for this
Forever.
ever. I've been sitting here... I couldn't... Oh, my... Why can't you find it? How many boxes do you have to go through? My mom was so harping on it. Oh, my God. That's so funny.
Hey, listen to this.
So now I have 2. Oh, no likes that. Nobody likey. Me no likey.
Oh, hey, your pencil.
Pencil. Oh, my little, it's not even, it's a stump. It's a stumpy thing for when you're drawing. It's a stumpy thing. That's my eraser thing. Why is half my stuff just falling out in there?
I think this was the table.
All right, well.
Jumping, so I put it in the basket.
All right.
Put it in the basket and it's like everything.
Okay, so hold on here. Let me see. Okay,
Whoa.
all my stuff should probably be in that basket.
It is.
Okay. So, okay. What?
What?
Aw. Maybe it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think this is it, but I'll show.
Oh, look, it's a baby one. Aww. Yeah.
So this is the elephant that I drew. There's that. Yeah. And then, what else?
What you got?
That's not good. That's not good.
Buddy, what you got?
I mean, really, it's not a judgment. It's just how it is. It's just not good. I started to draw Sheryl Crow. Miss Crow.
Miss Crow.
This is my wife. This is my wife's father. May he rest. And then I drew that from Young Frankenstein. Abby someone. Abby Normal. So let me look here. It is in here, right? But I did the Christmas one in here too.
No.
Well, this was from back in some kind of early O's. I did a gross. This is a painting. And I don't know where all this sudden bursting of energy is from around here. Okay.
I had coffee.
Oh, right, you did have coffee. Well, I can't show you guys all of my drawings because some of them. Look, baby, should I show everybody that one?
That's a good one.
It is.
No.
No?
Don't show nobody that.
All right.
Private stuff.
All right, here.
Oh, there it is.
Here it is, guys. Here it is. After being harpooned for making this assessment in the first place. And then I'm like, how can you think anything other than that? Like, I don't have to like my artistic skill or lack thereof, but that doesn't make me wrong. This notebook is what I took on my trip in 2014 with a friend of mine. We went from Colorado, where I left my van there, my Fern. That's when I had Fern.
Aww.
Yeah, my brother has Fern now. I named my cars. It was a beautiful.
Give your car to somebody you know.
It's harder just because you're going to see it more often, you know. It's like out of sight, out of mind, easier. So anyway, I have a list of all these campgrounds and their phone numbers and all these places that we plan to at least try and stop at. And we went just everywhere. So started in Denver, like I said, and ended up with our first camping at the Rocky Mountain National Park, where I got this little flower to squish down in here. And then we were on our way to Sinks Canyon. Guys, Sinks Canyon, holy cow. And I got this leaf. Sinks Canyon, the first place I want to go is there. Then we went to Yellowstone, and I took that. Because my grandmother, my mother's mother, always told me to save things like that for memory, and you put them in a book and press the flower. And then if you really want to, you can put laminate on it and make it a bookmark. So we went all over the place. Cascades National Park. If you ever had water that tastes like it came right from the ethereal plane of loveliness, that's what that water tastes like. It was pure snow melt. through a double filter, and it just, oh, let's all have a sip of water while we think about it. Clink. Then we went to Canada, eh? The only place I've ever seen a bald eagle. I've never seen a bald eagle. Well, it's all Canada, eh? Seriously though, the first time I've ever seen a bald eagle, which isn't that our kind of our country's thing? Yeah, I've never seen one in the wild here. But I go to Canada, and then they're everywhere. They're like, hey, we're the eagles, and we already knew better. We're up here. Why aren't you? Just in that area, we went to Vancouver. I even wrote it. Canada, eh? Eh? Oh, Canada. Where we are. Canada. Do we tip? I think so. No, you don't. People will look at you funny if you try and tip them like, do you need me to break that into smaller change for you? So this is from Canada. Right there. Sit down, Eleanor. Sit down.
Lay down next to him. You do it when you're all sleepy.
Sit down. Don't bother him.
Not sleepy yet.
Sit down.
Always has to do something.
Don't eat your thing.
No!
I guess my parents were right. It hurt them more than it hurt me.
What's in your face again? Look at your face. Go show your mom.
It's probably a fuzzy or something.
Here. She's like, look. Look, you got something right here.
Meanwhile, Toby is so majestic. Hi, Toby. Hey, being a good boy. He's a good boy. So stubborn. What? Well, sure, because she keeps tearing that potty pad apart.
You're so cute.
Terrible twos.
Oh, do what you want. She's like, I want to sniff this.
It's better than what you sniff. That was a Bill Paxton moment brought to you by probably Bill Paxton. That's a fun inside joke.